They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Willis.
This is intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Texans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Touchdown, Houston!
John Mechie.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, Willis.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway. Touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bulldogs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Texans. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they try.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play fake. Here's Willis.
Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
He's going to let this one go deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, ready, go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Switch up, switch up. Black shot. Check, check, you know. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, green. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't go.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
17. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 43 is the mic.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
From 10 yards out.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Dancing to his left. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
18 Cardinal, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! A great play there. 55 yards. And the Bulldogs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Black, 95.
Check, 43.
Zone red.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Pick it up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Third down, it's Willis.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Fourth down, Willis.
He's got him in. Complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs get a bit closer. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or what.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Last play of the half, Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath
as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports from the 6? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Willis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down throw coming by Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. On third down, here's Gibson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bulldogs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Pierce takes it straight ahead. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, 53 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Willis's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And here's Willis now off the play fake. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 46 yards.
And the Bulldogs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go. Red 38. 43 is a mark, boy. 43. Shoot. Yellow. Exit. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Yellow.
Cooks will come in motion right.
43 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Willis. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, here's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Willis, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Willis looks to pass it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Miles. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. You don't blink. 43. Time to go, Nate. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Back to throw again.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, Miles.
It completes it once more to Anderson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Stick, mega, slide, 97.
43 is the mic. Watch the run. Joker, 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 joker.
Hey, go Fury.
Slam, slam, slam.
Steal, black.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On the double. Blue striker. Hey, red.
Hey, QB's trash. Let's go.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Striker, striker.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for London, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.